You know, the internet is cursed, right? The internet's cursed. If you're familiar with the channel, there's one thing I've always said when it comes to this whole PlayStation, Xbox back and forth. The moment something's up for one, something will go up for the other or down for the other. We just had news earlier this week that Blue Point Games was being shut down. And then yesterday, as of the filming of this video, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, who was believed to be next up in line for his job, have both left the Xbox division in Microsoft. They've been replaced with a young lady whose name escapes me at the moment, but she was the lead for the AI division at Microsoft. And Matt Booty, I believe, has been moved into Sarah Bond's old spot. So, what did we expect to happen after this news came out? Anybody want to take a wild guess? I'll tell you. The PlayStation grifters and the guys who want to get engagement about Xbox dead, Xbox bad, Xbox dead, Xbox bad, go on the internet and start making videos. The young lady's name is Asha Sharma. She was the head of Microsoft's AI division, and she's been moved over to the Xbox division, which is basically Microsoft Gaming now, right? Xbox only really exists as a name. This has been known for months, but once again, Xbox dead. I've seen so many. How long am I into the video? Oh, that's right. I don't get paid for duty, so I'm just going to say it anyway. I've seen so many dumb ass, moron ass, goofball ass Xbox is dead takes because the CEO is leaving. You know what I said earlier that the internet is cursed? The internet is cursed because while it has its advantages, the internet gives too many people who are fucking idiots way more information than they probably should. Back when I used to read Game Pros, and yes, I'm that fucking old. We already established that. Back when I used to read Game Pros and shit back in the day, I didn't give a fuck if some fucking CEO who was getting paid 6 or 7 figures a year to run some company left. I can't tell you who the president of Nintendo was when I was fucking 5. I didn't care. I can't tell you who the president of Nintendo was when I was 10, 15. I didn't start seeing his face until the console war shit got really heavy on like IGN, whatever they were called back in the day. I don't think they were called IGN. But like they were the first ones to start talking about motherfuckers who didn't even make games like they mattered. And of course, now the main ones making all this Xbox dead shit are the fucking PlayStation fanboys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Sony actually just close the studio? What game was Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond making? What game was Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond making? They weren't making any games. They weren't a game studio. These are two people that was getting paid an exorbitant amount of money to look over a gaming division at Microsoft. And this is somehow doom and gloom. This is what's funny. This is what's actually hilarious, right? The same motherfuckers that are making these Xbox dead videos are the same ones that were saying Sarah Bond should be fired because Sarah Bond is one of the people that push this games everywhere stuff. Oh, you put the game on PlayStation, put the game on the Xbox, make the game play anywhere. That was Sarah Bond's fault. Y'all wanted Sarah Bond fired, right? Well, she just quit. So what's the problem? Y'all wanted Phil Spencer gone because Phil Spencer ruined Xbox. He never did anything good, which is a total fucking lie. The brand was saved by this man almost a decade ago now. But y'all wanted him gone because he ruined everything. He wasn't competing. And as soon as he retires, Xbox is dead. Which one is it? Either both of them were bad for the brand, or both of them were good for the brand. Like, the goalpost movement is crazy. Now, if you want a realistic take on it, I will say this. The fact that Sarah Bond left the same day that Phil Spencer left, it was a bit strange. However, if you look, since y'all give a damn so much about people who are making way more money than you do with their careers, if you actually did some research about Sarah Bond, Sarah Bond had already gotten a job at, I believe, Tyson Farms, I don't know, the Tyson Foods place. Yeah, Tyson Foods. Which means she was basically getting 2 checks. She got that job in August of last year. So she was getting paid to be on the board at Tyson Foods, and she was getting paid to be one of the heads at Xbox. That lady was getting 2 checks. Between y'all shit talking her online all the time. Like, you know, I'm not an expert, but I would dare venture to say that you don't get called the B word and get questioned about you getting the job based on the color of your skin and all this other dumb shit for working at a goddamn meat company, right? I don't think the people who are stands for Tyson or Bob Evans, because they would be Tyson's competitor, right? I don't think they're going online calling, Sarah Bond the B word because the sausage from fucking Tyson tastes better this month than it did at Bob Evans or some shit. When are you people going to realize that your weird dumb shit on the internet is the main reason people don't even want to be bothered with this industry in the first place? That woman saw that her mentor, because I believe that's what Phil Spencer is to her, left, and she was like, yeah, I'm good, and bounced herself. And it's some of you Xbox weirdos' fault, and it's a lot of you PlayStation weirdos' fault, and you know who I'm talking about. Crap Gamer said some really volatile shit about her, I believe, once. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't like accusing people who didn't do anything, but one of them weird-ass PlayStation motherfuckers said something fucked up about her once. He said some wild shit. And it's just like, why would anybody want to work in the industry? Nobody's saying that shit in the meat processing and packing industry. Nobody's going on Twitter dog walking the fucking CEO of fucking Pepperidge Farms. Like, are you fucking serious? This is the only industry, and shout out to Black Okage because he had a short that I saw. This is the only industry where motherfuckers don't want to try anything different. Motherfuckers aren't willing to roll with the punches on stuff and see where it goes. You all will complain about something that you don't even have interest in. All of these Xbox is Dead videos going up today talking about Phil Spencer's leaving, Sarah Bond's leaving. Y'all motherfuckers don't even have an Xbox. Y'all don't even play Xbox. Oh, and by the way, the console you do play, they just closed an entire fucking studio who never made a bad game down. Why are you making videos about 2 CEOs leaving? You didn't make a video about Doug Bowser leaving in December. Yeah, Nintendo switched out their CEO about 2 months ago. I ain't seen not one video talking about Nintendo's dead because of that shit. And Nintendo didn't make as much money last quarter as fucking Microsoft did. At least last I checked, because Microsoft definitely made more money than Sony did. So what are we talking about? Matt Booty's still there. And I already told you how I feel about him. Wasn't necessarily negative, but it's like Matt Booty goes for the jugular. Matt Booty wants to kill. He's been exposed as being a guy who wants to kill. You know, he's willing to do anything to do that. Now, he's probably on a short leash, but just know that's what that guy's about. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if certain things start looking a little different because he's in Asha's ear. Now, Asha only really worries me because she was, as it's been very well publicized, the lead of Microsoft's AI department. Now, part of me says that she's really just there to make sure that, you know, like it was rumored to be enforced, everybody at Microsoft is using the AI Copilot software while they're making their games so that that AI, I'm guessing, can learn from how they're building their products, which may help streamline, but I don't think it's going to move as fast as a lot of these CEOs believes that it will. The whole AI thing is a discussion, another discussion altogether. People are setting unrealistic expectations on it, which is why that shit's in flux right now. You can read the news about that. I don't have to tell you that story. But this idea that she's going to come in and she's this hardcore gamer. Motherfuckers are already looking up her gamer score like that shit means anything. You can fake a gamer score, especially if you work at Microsoft. You can fake a gamer profile and give her a bunch of achievements and say, yeah, look, she plays games. Don't mean shit. The next 6 months to a year, maybe 8 months, let's shorten it, will tell you everything you need to know about what she's about. When you see shit starting to get canceled, pushed back, decimated, studios getting closed, then we can sit here and say, okay, she's a headhunter. But never forget, Phil Spencer, who justifiably so, not to make the direct comparison, had a much longer career in gaming, also was brought in as a headhunter. He killed Scalebound for reasons. We don't need to go into those. He killed the original Fable game that was supposed to come out. It was like a asymmetric 4v1 game. Actually not that bad, but he killed that. He killed a couple of projects, right? But eventually he helped foster the whole Game Pass thing, which might be in flux. He worked with Sarah Bond. Games started being published on Xbox and PlayStation at the same time. There's a few tweets now where Asha is taking people's feedback. Some moron said, yeah, make Xbox games exclusive again. Why? So the studios can get shut down? See, and that's what people don't understand about me. I'm not getting on here saying, oh, Xbox ain't dead because I love them. No. Xbox as we knew it is dead. It's been dead, right? But I'm not going to make that title of the fucking video because Microsoft is still making games. Microsoft's still going to put out a quote-unquote Xbox. This is going to be a PC and a console in one. And they're going to have OEMs. So there's going to be all kinds of Xboxes maybe by next year or the year after that. But Xbox as a brand has been quote-unquote dead for a long time now. Now it's Microsoft Gaming, which should scare everybody else in the game industry because now they have the full force, allegedly at this point, of Microsoft behind them. That's a $4 trillion company. You understand what I'm saying? A CEO switching out don't mean shit until they actually come out and say, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. You guys are jumping the gun. You guys are grifting. And I tell you all the time, those who are logical in my audience, stop fucking dealing with these grifters. I knew the moment that news came out, oh, it's about to be 1,000,001 Xbox is dead videos. They're going to start coming out the cracks like cockroaches when the lights go off. And here we are. This shit's ridiculous. I've even left some comments and things like, where was this when Nintendo switched out Doug Bowser? Doug Bowser literally left December 31st. And you know what's crazy? The even bigger weirdos, oh, it's a woman in charge. The shit's going to be terrible. Well, if Sarah Bonner stayed, she'd have been in charge and it would have been terrible too, right? So thank God she quit, but oh, another one replaced her. You motherfuckers are weird, bro. Like 2 decades ago, when this shit was, when most of this news was relegated to magazines, you wouldn't even known about this, because you would have skipped that page. You would have went straight to the PlayStation section. Sony closes a whole successful, talented studio down, and y'all motherfuckers is talking about Xbox is once again dead because 2 CEOs left. That is the goofiest shit. Y'all ain't got shit to talk about. I hope Wolverine's good. I hope Wolverine's good. I hope Soros is good, because y'all ain't got shit to talk about. This is not a studio closing down. This is not a studio closing down because somebody forced them to make a game they had no business making, and then canceled it and then shut them down. This is 2 CEOs leaving. It happened in Nintendo a few months ago. It happened right after Microsoft bought Activision at Sony. When Jim Ryan left, it wasn't the end of Sony, was it? Just shut the fuck up forever, please. Find something to talk about. Like, this shit is not journalism at this point. It's goofball madness, bro. It's like a fucking circus clown. All y'all jumped out the same car and started saying the same dumb shit. Yuck. Like, just talk about games, man. Y'all don't know shit about business. You don't. Sarah Bond already had another job. Phil Spencer been there since 1988. I was 8 years old when this man started working at Microsoft. And I say to him respectfully, thank you for your service. Job well done. You saved the brand. To the extent that there's still something coming out with that logo on it, you saved the brand. Game Pass has been great. I don't know how much longer it has to live. Microsoft may have systematically started its funeral by raising the price. I'm pretty sure a lot of people backed off from that tier. But who knows? They still could be making a lot of money. You know, if it's making $2 to $3 billion a year, something close to what it was previously reported to have made, I don't see them just getting rid of that poof pow. That wouldn't make sense. But what you're not gonna sit here and tell me is that 2 new CEOs, one of which was already there anyway, taking the spots of CEO Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, is the end of Xbox. They don't even make games, dude. What the fuck are y'all talking about? This is like the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life, bro. They don't even make games. Shut the fuck up forever, please. Anyway, man, I'm done. This is a very, volatile language filled video, but like, I'm sick of it. Y'all motherfuckers really need to stick to just talking about video games. Stop talking about business stuff, because you're stupid. Like, you really are stupid. Sarah Bond got a new job in August. She already had a foot out the door. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, man. The dude's been there since 88 and retires, and the lady who got a job like 7 months ago leave, and all of a sudden it's the end of the fucking world. What a joke. What a joke. At any rate, enjoy your games, avoid the grift. I'm out. I'll see you in the next video.